You know, they always say confirm and go live, but never decline and don't go live. Sorry, that's just what why do I always bring that up? Like, anyone sees the buttons I press to start streaming, it literally just says blah blah blah, the thing I just said. Anyway, last time I only did part 1 and then did all the event stuff, and now I'm gonna do part 2 and 3 of the story and see if I can finish it today. I got about 4 hours to do it. Well, I mean, we'll say 4.5. Would I? I don't know. Let me check my clock. Yeah, 4.5. But I'm just gonna speed run. No, I'm not gonna speed run. Anyways, oh, I could have just walked over. I was avoiding this spot just in case. Is this where Timaeus becomes important? Because I don't care. Talk to me, Sucrose.
Sucrose, we're here!
Yeah, haven't avoided you the past few days. yeah, I did.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready.
Okay, so she's a little bit late too. Okay.
And
Understand.
Holly just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done.
There's an available inn here? Where?
Apparently,
Excuse me?
Tighnari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Oh, guys, I forgot to do the thing. I literally told myself that I was going to talk to those characters after part 1 in all the spots, and I forgot. Well, it's too late now. Understood. How has your progress been on your
Not too
end?
bad.
There.
After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how does it...
attempt to explain it as simply as
How's
I
it
can.
hold water? Is it like in glass or something?
I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence.
Really?
But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion.
Easy. We already know all of them, so, like,
Also,
come on.
in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
I'm pretty sure they are. 100%.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Wow.
Exactly.
Let's list every character in the
I think we can
game.
go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
That makes
Alright,
sense.
then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Number 1, Lumine.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
You count as an expert too, you know. Also, I think it's just the Windblume.
Exactly. You're the
Sorry.
creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Oh yeah, I remember that actually.
Huh? You really think so?
Maybe.
Oh, but what about Tighnari?
Yeah.
He's a forest
We don't have to
watcher
talk
and
to that
knows
guy.
all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
But it's a
All
rip.
right.
Okay, whatever.
I'll add him to the list as well.
Yeah, where's the list? I don't see a piece of paper, Sucrose.
On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
So they're gonna put Sino on the list.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
So Lumine, Sino.
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Oh, that's what they mean. Perhaps an astrologer then.
Oh, you mean Mona?
Shut.
Yeah, she definitely counts.
What? She's important. I didn't know. That's
Mona.
crazy.
Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
And she's rich. She makes money off of her
Would
stuff.
Danny count?
Huh? Why him? That guy doesn't know how to do anything.
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
That's kind of messed up, Paimon. I'm not gonna lie.
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Anyone can argue with that logic. You're stupid, Paimon. No.
To the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
Or will it?
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
It is kind of her job, so I hope so.
Good. She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
We weren't even that far from Mondstadt, Paimon. We could see it in our peripheral views. I don't know what you're
Yes.
talking about.
She's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let
No.
me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more.
If you say sign, I'll go like,
Albedo
wow.
once made a set of
Albedo.
equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company.
Oh, Mika, that
He's
guy.
their surveyor. and an exceptional pathfinder.
I can't wait to roll for the character just to not use him. I'm excited.
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Alright, whatever you say.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Still find it weird that they made him only rollable on the second half of banners, like anyone cares. Like, oh yeah, I want Ayaka. Sure you do.
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Why?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
I think this spot's perfectly fine. Why doesn't you find us, huh? We're just in the center of Mondstadt. Wow! Part 2! A riddle mince the crowds. Started. Okay, let's go. Kale, where are you? You cannot have any free time when we're around here. You have to do... Oh, wait. I'm using my weird team. I granted a domain earlier today, and I changed up my team a little bit, as in I literally only switched one character.
Take heart. Victory will...
Yeah, whatever. But why switch out of Kazuha? You can do that. There's Kale. What are you doing? Not calling me.
Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Too busy being depressed and being edgy little child.
Sucrose, I was preparing some stuff.
No, what was that? I don't see you doing nothing.
Is it time
Standing at a
already?
door.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Sure you are. Kale seems to be wrapping gifts, and now she's frantically trying to hide it. I wonder who they're for. I don't see any boxes, Louise. What are you looking at? Anyway.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Mondstadt is so small. Mondstadt's smaller than a mall, alright?
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
Terribly. Suko tells Kale about the 4 riddles and the results of your discussion.
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
No, not D-Luke.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
I don't want to talk to D-Luke, actually. Oh, yes, his secret alter ego, the Dark Knight hero. He must have to deny it if anyone asks. In that sense, he has a complicated relationship with the truth.
Then what about
Alright.
Kaya? He's the cavalry
Oh.
captain and a rather popular figure, but...
You cannot trust anything that man says, Kale.
I think there's something fishy about him too, huh?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
What's up with that guy?
Definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time.
He probably did it right now, and we don't even know.
I can't help but agree with you there.
Yep, we're all right.
The tone-deaf bard.
Nope.
But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Does it really count as lying if he still kind of tells the truth? I don't know.
Acting Grandmaster Jean?
I guess.
She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example,
No one doesn't
when
lie.
Lisa loses
Lesson
track
of
of time
today.
in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave.
That's how you...
Like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
That's the only way you can get kids to listen to you sometimes, Sucrose. Sometimes you have to say, if you don't fall asleep, a demon will eat your stomach. Like, come on. It's very simple for taking care of children.
But do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
This prophecy seems very strict.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie.
I guess.
Oh,
She was
Colin.
dissing family the other
You
day.
haven't met her yet, have you?
Multiple
She's a
updates
sister
ago.
from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
What gives you that? What do you mean? What gives you that impression? That is a perfect way to describe the way she is.
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo.
Yeah, why? Why would you do
I
that?
thought maybe she was trying to find him for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like.
All
A lot
right.
of people might have given a more tactful
Weird.
justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward.
She also kills people. That's
why
all right,
I
though.
don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria you'd want to get into a
Excuse
fight
me.
with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
Yeah, instead she just kills them.
I can definitely see that.
What a great person.
I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
It's not for her, you know? Honestly, why is it required?
Huh. Let's put her name down.
Yeah, write that down.
I think Sino fits in this list too.
The heck, why am I getting an email about retirement plans? What the heck? Alright, we're doing sign up for lying part? Alright.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria.
Yeah!
Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor. Bet he couldn't lie to save his life.
Yeah, why would we don't have to talk to Razor.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight.
Eh,
She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
me too, but apparently she'll never be in the Knights of Paphonia, so
Alrighty,
sucks to suck, I
write her
guess.
name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Don't talk. Timaeus is a chump.
You mean Timaeus?
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I can't take his name seriously. I just had to.
Him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently.
Ooh, what a freaking loser falling in love.
He swore that he
Chump.
wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
No.
Yes, that's right.
When the imposter is sus, that's what I'm saying, Andrip. What's up? How you doing?
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
Oh, look, my stream is up. That's crazy. Anyway,
I've never met her.
me neither.
All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
This better not be the chick I think it is. I don't think it's her. All good. What about you? I'm doing just fine. I feel a little under the weather, but not like dead. So I'm alive. Only thing I can complain about is how much I've been slacking off and not editing my videos. Okay, all great qualities, but that says nothing about her identity.
Since we're on the topic,
True.
helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume Festival.
Well, did she come over? I haven't seen her yet.
But how can we help with that?
Yeah, thanks,
I don't
Colette.
know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
I guess that's how long-distance relationships would work in this world, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Situation was
Yo.
to be a Vidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep,
Love letters.
that
All
sort of
right.
thing
Those things exist?
Oh,
Really?
also-
That's crazy.
I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Refrigeration? They brought you to the wrong school? Oh, that bus driver's probably just been drinking a little bit. It's all right. No, I'm kidding.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
What is that supposed to mean? Sucrose?
Sounds like a no.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Lover boy.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular
Me.
line?
Me. All right, no one else. Me. Okay.
A
Lisa?
librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Me. No, okay, I'm sorry. That's a really bad joke to just repeat the same word. Not necessarily, but you have a point.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
It's official.
Maybe Kai. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
I mean, she still needs to learn to read a little bit better.
Do I count?
Yeah, sure. Why
Of
not?
course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one, Sucrose?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the
Nerd.
fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Burger King Whopper Whopper ad. I mean, they have that terribly off-pitch singing that I hear sometimes. I never actually listen to it. I actually skip it every time. Because I do a little trick to skip ads on YouTube when a video starts, on the computer version specifically. Can't tell you my secrets, guys.
Point
Anyway,
taken.
people probably do it.
Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Yeah. Come on.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
I'd say Alice is a little bit more than a traveling author. She's done a lot of more important things there, Sucrose.
Klee makes the short list.
Get it? Because she's short?
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Cool. Burger King added Discord. I hate Burger King. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from sending it to me, but I'm not going to guarantee whether I watch it or not.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
I thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Really? Shares her idea with everyone. Okay.
No problem. We can do that.
That's a great sounding idea, Sucrose. Thanks for telling
You
us.
and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
You see, you'll never unsee it. Why is it worth it if it'll scar me for life? Is the question I'm asking you.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Did you just come up with that? That was great.
Okay.
Pondering Paimon.
I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this. Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too.
Off we go. I did not mean to click off you, Paimon. I'm sorry about that, actually. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Oh, what? We just
I plan on
teleported.
starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
All right.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
You don't know what the word means, Cole. Just tell us.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
Man cave. That's what it
How
is.
about layer?
That just makes her sound like she's an evil witch, which she is, so. Okay, that was definitely such an interesting conversation. Oh, they're forcing me to be Kale and Sucrose. I have both these characters. Anyways, okay, we always have to do this. Whenever they do this and give us a trial character, I always have to judge their opinions. AAA, you know what? C3, okay, understandable. Not understand. They put Noble Oblige on everyone like it actually does something. Like, this... Sucrose, you just go for... Look at this. Oh my gosh, great. Oh, that's freaking terrible. Energy recharge, why would you give that? Any EM? How much EM you got? 105? Weak. Weak. You want to look at my Sucrose, guys? Let's look at my Sucrose. She used to be my main. See, first off, you want to get a 4-piece of this. And then I got her 5-star weapon. I never level 90'd it. Constellation, C6. I'm better. I didn't ever touch that. I'm not going to lie. But I'm just saying, if you want to build a good character, boom. 543 EM. That's the real stuff. Wait, anyway. If you see it, please no offense, okay? Why would I be offended? Weapon, stringless, only R1, kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Noble Oblige, because they're stupid. C3, okay, you know, whatever. We're not even gonna be playing as these characters, I'm just judging them. Find Lisa, okay.
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Alright, we're just gonna call it that.
That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Oh my gosh, Cole, why do you care so much? I used to, you know, when you're younger, you kind of care about stuff more like this, and it sucks. Well, I'll send it, and you'll understand. You'll never forget it. Alright. If it's really bad and scars me, then I might have to ban you, but that's alright. It's a chance worth taking, right? No, I'm kidding.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
She's gone! Where's Lisa? Oh, no! Oh. Oh my gosh, all the freaking nerds are here. Everyone here's a nerd except for Kale.
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
Wait, what?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Okay, you know what? Sino kind of going off though. That was probably his best jokes of all time. Hi, Sinful, how you doing? Because I actually got every single joke this time.
Please.
Don't talk. You're gonna get me in trouble just for talking, man.
I beg you.
I hate this guy.
Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
The only thing I hate about streaming this is that the voice connected to this character right now is like bad and people don't want to hear it. But you know what?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
She's dead.
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
What kind of information? We're reading freaking books.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
The voice actor for Tainari Sinful. I don't think you want to know. At least I don't want to talk about it. He was a terrible guy and he got fired for good reason. But we'll just say that. See, I'm fine with hearing the voice until it's gone, but most people just like they switch to JP dub because of it. But like, I'm not doing that. I don't care. Well, I care about like the fact. Like, I'm glad he got his repercussion. I'm not saying look it up. Look up Tainari English VA. You'll get your answer, Sinful. I'm not talking about it on stream. I'm risking a ban. I'm not gonna actually ban you, Andrea.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
I don't want to talk about stuff like that here on stream. That just dampens the mood.
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Spontamod, more like Sponta.
That's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information.
Look at this
Kale
bookmark.
and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Yeah, really. Okay. I got sent an interesting thing. I'm gonna look at on my phone. New Burger King ad leaked. Okay, it's definitely a meme. I thought it would be. What the? No, I don't think I want to watch the rest of that. Done. I'm not sure if I should. Give me a second. Sorry, I muted the mic because I was listening to it on my phone. Yeah, that's a great ad. I'm glad someone's making fun of that because the singing they have in the original ads are so freaking bad. I think that's hilarious.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
It was in a children's book, Albedo. It's not important.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world.
Oh, they're all three here.
And me about the one who would never lie.
Yeah, so it's the only ad I ever watch. Yeah. Hey, at least they're honest. They got the kids in the basement. It's all right.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox? Where is it? Lol, 21.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Thanks, Sino.
I was thinking about it on the way, and although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth.
Yes, it is incredibly factual. That stuff is factual, so much so that Getcha came out and talked about how they fired him. And actually, if you were to try to listen to Tainari on English VA, other than this event, on his actual character, it's just completely muted. At least I think it is. That's what people said. I saw a video about it. They could have been lying to me. But even if like 50% of that is true, it's still terrible. See, I just zone it out. So
I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table.
Oh, how cute.
Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready.
But he'll be replaced soon.
We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox.
Too long.
Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
Just call it the Sucrose mailbox. Come on, make it like a cute, like little whatever the green color, minty green color on the mailbox. Gonna have a similar voice? Maybe. I don't know. I know we don't know yet what the new voice is gonna sound like. I hope it sounds similar because the voice that was chosen for Tainari it fitted the attitude he had. So, but maybe perfectly replicating it would be kind of, I don't know.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Yeah, thanks, Kale.
Sounds like a good solution.
No, okay.
More reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Honestly, it's good for jokes to just like talk over him at all times.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
All right. The answer is me. Also, see, this is the real Albedo. He's got the star on the
Thank
on the
you all
neck.
so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
See, look, they got lucky and just met 3 of them.
Already done.
They leave. What a bunch of losers, says
Pleasantly
Tainari.
surprised to see those two
You-
introverts
what-
getting along so well.
Shut up, you're an
Do you
introvert
get
too.
the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Contrarian? What the heck does that mean?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Yeah, he would know that well, wouldn't
Traveling
he,
and
huh?
meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul.
I don't believe in friends.
And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
I don't know what they're talking about, by the
When
way.
I
I'm
first
kind
met
of just like
Kale,
not listening.
She'd never known happiness or youth.
Oh yeah, because she was scarred for life as a
But
child.
things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
I mean, before that, she started to read
Kali
words.
is
That's
a very
crazy.
sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too.
Well, sorry. Introverted child. I'm sorry. Referring to some of that way is so fun. This is normal small talk when a mom sees a friend in the supermarket. To be fair, Tainari practically been taking care of Kole for a while, and Saito helped her when she was a child to stop being cursed by a god. Well, she wasn't cursed by a god. She was experimented on by one of the harbingers from the Futui, which put the power of a cursed god inside of her, and then she was basically dying. Well, it was saving her from the terminal disease Elazar that she had, which makes you weak and eventually puts scales all over you and then kills you. And like you're like extremely ill, and then the experimentation with the god kept the Elzar away, but also made her feel worse or something like that. I didn't read the webtoons, but that's basically what happened to her. Anyway,
The time she's
that-
been in my care,
that
I've
is
observed that she's actually a very
too much
lively
character
by
lore in this
nature,
game, I swear.
But she had a very rough start in life.
He's talking
And it
way too long.
changed
I can't talk over him the entire time.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I understood everything exactly.
I wouldn't say that. Both
I don't even
Kale
understand
and
everything.
Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Especially Genius Invocation
Would it
TCG.
really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Honestly, don't really like Kale. She's all right. I mean, her playstyle definitely ain't anything to write home about. But also, I've been spoiled with Nahida, so I can't really say anything, can I?
Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
They're both
Sounds
introverts.
like
Like,
an
come
extension
on.
of your own self-confidence as your teacher.
Blah, blah, blah. No, okay,
You
anyway.
could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
Sure.
I suppose it
Oh my
might
gosh,
look
they're
like
still
that from your
talking.
perspective.
What's going on
Sumeru
here?
society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is
Sucrose and
because
Kale
all
is
of its
similar?
resources are in some way linked
They're
to
kind of
academia.
similar in the shyness factor, but that's about it. Otherwise, Kale can barely freaking read a child's book. So yeah, there is a little bit of a difference there. Have you modded anyone? I have not modded anyone yet, because I have considered it, but like I'm not really big enough to need a mod yet. Excuse me. Like, Because right now, I can completely handle the chat and, like, the banning stuff when I have to. Just win. It's really hard to win when these people are
As
talking
such, academic
like a bunch of
resources equate to
moms
social
about their
capital.
children.
It is not
Yo, my
unheard of,
child
for example,
graduated the
for people
top
to
of
build
her
a family
class
in order to
in
pursue further
elementary
studies.
school. That's so impressive, Tainari. I'm trying really hard to talk over him this entire time. Have you ever banned anyone? Just bots. I've only banned bots so far. I did time out someone one time, though.
But the
I
relationship
remember it.
between the three of us is not
Lo-
an academic one.
It's
turned
really hard to
social.
talk over him when he keeps on
We've never
going.
even worked on a paper together for starters.
Yeah, little limited.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
At least it's Sumeru. They're a bunch of freaking
I would
nerds over
think of
there.
us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
Yeah, let's go. Freaking academic
As much as
nerds.
I'd prefer not to admit it.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her.
I forgot Klee.
What
This
you
Klee.
described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it.
That is Sumeru.
The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable.
Also, how you doing, Elite? By the way, what's up with you?
By the way,
Stopping by.
who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
It's definitely
In
Tainari.
terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't want to admit it.
What? You're just older and
But
that
your
which makes you
mental age
cooler?
is younger than that.
Oh, come
I
on.
dare say even by enough
TCG
to be
is, like,
youngest
really good.
Sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
What? No, she's a little baby. She can't read.
You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Ooh, he said it. After bringing forward to Sucrose and Kale, they didn't talk to Klee, and she's usually inside there. So is it back to me? Yep. Oh, so
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first?
wow. Thank you for the gifted the second gift sub of all time from Elite Kapatu. Kai Patu. They're still walking, by the way. they're just going. Thanks, I appreciate it. Rice has not watched me in a little bit. I think Rice was in my recent stream the other day. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we?
No problem. Yeah, he just has to have 2 1s next to his name. He wants to be a founder with the first and also #1 gifter. Top G Chad. Exactly. They really did the whole walkie animation.
A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Does that mean you're double first or you're 11? If you 1 + 1 = 2, so you're second place. What am I talking about? I have no idea. Anyways, where are we going? We're not going to Timaeus yet. We don't want to go talk about his crush from Leeway. I swear, if it's that one girl, I'll be like, what the heck, bro? Where are we going? Oh, guys, Mika lines. Oh my gosh, they're all 4 here. How convenient, guys. Look at how convenient that all these people are here. I wish you could read minds in other places too, honestly. You gifted a total of 2, didn't you? Oh, I think you subbed yourself and gifted 1 just the other day. Let me look. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go talk to all 4 of the other people we need to talk to.
We hope. There's a load of people here.
All right, guys, we're min-maxing this real quick.
Even Lisa's here.
Hi, everyone. Long time no see, except for you, Mika. The last time I saw you was like 3.2. Well, when was the Vin Weasel Fest? Oh, you could talk, Bennett?
How have you been?
I haven't heard Ben's voice in forever.
I've been doing pretty well.
Yeah, we've been
You
doing
look surprised,
fantastic.
cuties. Is it because of me?
Mommy alert. I mean, well, I didn't say anything.
Teacher is
Not at the usual place.
You were standing there 2 seconds ago.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while.
You know, no one sounds like that naturally. She's just trying to sound hot at all possible seconds. What's wrong with me?
Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor.
Okay.
They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
I mean, yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Man's missing his glasses, freaking nerd. Please stop hitting me with the metal bar. You know what I'm talking about? There was a video of that with the nerd emoji on it where I wonder if I could find that meme. Hello, Mika. Good to see you again. See, look, this is for me.
I look forward to working with you.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Yeah, and Bennett's been on like everyone's team since everyone thought he was goated.
Windblume. Fun?
You were there last
We
year.
haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
That is the fun part, Paimon.
A prophecy?
I've already done the
What kind?
rhythm game part.
A good one or a bad one?
One where we're all... Mika, that does not sound like anyone. What the heck was that? You explain the prophecy and tell everyone you've learned so far.
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
You probably know everything about it,
I
Lisa.
can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Not me, Paimon.
Believe in yourself.
Why is that funny to me? Why is it funny to me that someone would say that?
Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Also, you're
Okay.
depressing.
In that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Nah, this man's bad at everything, but you know, for the most part, it's not his fault.
Oh,
At least I think
there's no
so.
need to
But
tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench.
Sucrose-
You can just
Sucrose
write down your
mailbox.
thoughts when they come to you and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
is that really? I mean, it is. Never
I
mind.
will think
Min-max.
also. Give me some time.
I don't think he can think, but I actually he can think. I'm not sure if he can write though.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
All right, you kids have fun.
Bye for now.
They-
Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there.
why would we find people there?
And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
We'll definitely find
Oh,
Amber out
you're
there.
working so hard. Do
Oh.
be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Joke's on you, Lisa. I hate tea. I'll see you later. And go talk to my real girlfriend that I don't have. I like how you switch between the different characters together. I actually really like that. This is cool.
Where to next?
Where are you?
Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Let's go talk to Andrea. She might know something.
Kale, please follow me.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Oh, okay. Sucrose, why do you have my leopard? Why does Sucrose have my genie? What is this? Bull crap. I can't get any wood in this form. Cringe. Alright, you got Amber, Noelle, Eula, and Klee. Now, this is a nice group of people. This is the first place where we met Eula, by the way.
Oh,
Fun
it's a
fact.
lucky day. There are several people over there.
Yeah, they're all just grouped up for some reason. That's oddly convenient. Let's go talk to them.
Wow, and Eula's with her too.
Amber, get some more lines. Every time Amber talks, I'm just so happy.
Oh, it's Sucrose.
We'll say with
Klee
Klee.
also spies. The girl with the long scarf.
It's someone Klee doesn't know. Klee, she's so
Hi,
cute.
we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
She'll never be a Knight of Favonius because Jean doesn't like her.
Nice
Anyways,
to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
she's, you know, it's so weird. She sounds like an old lady, but also young at the same time. But I don't know. It kind of fits her vibe. So, and that's what I like about a character. So I'll just
Nice
not
to
say
meet
anything.
you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Klee didn't, so it's all
Relax,
right.
you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Yeah, we're all just chilling.
What are you doing
Bingo.
here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
That's illegal. Why would Eula be here?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Really?
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
And Noelle. Noelle isn't officially one. Come on, Sucrose, and also technically she works for the Knights. Sucrose does. So you're lying.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the rings, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
She's an elf. She's cheating.
Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest.
I do forest things like eat bugs and mushrooms and smoke shrooms. That's what they do.
I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Yes, I mean Tainari's entire like character story was him accidentally getting high off of shrooms. So I mean,
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Technically. Though the
Unfortunately.
distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
I'm excited for Noelle's hangout of event number 3, where she actually becomes a knight. That's gonna be cool.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Oh, I believe in Noelle too, but I heard Jean gave a reason as to why she hasn't agreed, because like she's entirely physically capable, but Jean said she didn't want her to become a knight because she puts her own life on risk or something like that. Basically, she has no care in the world for herself, and that's the only reason she's not a knight. So unless she gets over that, she's not gonna be one, unfortunately. Anyways, if you say don't panic, you're gonna panic.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Who were they? New
A few
guest
folks from
town.
Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Is anyone from Fontaine, per se? Maybe I could talk to them, get some lore bits before Fontaine drops in 4.0. Amber, I'm curious.
Amber!
What?
Sorry,
Amber's bad.
at least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
What are the surprises? Oh my gosh, Amber's so cute. She's goated, all right? She's the first, like, girl in the game you see, and she's the best one. Fight me.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
I'm from Subaru. That's the line you say. Now tell me.
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
Really?
What kind of surprise? Tell me, tell me!
I'm fighting you on that. Okay, who's your favorite, Sinful? I'm curious.
I'm saved. Secros has given me a lead-in.
Okay, could you stop being so
I just need
anxious?
to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
Sucrose and Kale, tell everyone about the nice surprise that they've been working on.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
Noelle, you know what? That's respectable. As long as you say a girl as long as you say a girl that I can slightly agree with, I can respect that. And Noelle, I actually really liked both their hangouts. They were really cute.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
I mean, Eula, the only reason everyone likes Eula is just because she's attractive.
Thank you
Like,
so
come on.
much,
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
I'm excited to see what Klee drops in because
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yep,
really.
you can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What
All right.
route are you taking today?
I don't know.
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains and will end at the city gates.
Wow.
You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, we're busy. Whatever.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
I'm gonna get on Get It. All right, I'll see you, Sinful. I already grinded that domain earlier today, though. So.
Oh, yeah.
Rip.
So, we'll be on our way for now.
Wow, Kale is so relatable, guys.
See you
I
later.
can't talk to
Have a
anyone.
safe trip back.
All right, let's go. All the steps. Why does it sound like they're stepping in concrete when it's in the dirt? Yeah, I'm fine.
Was it that obvious?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
It was very obvious,
It just
actually.
looked like you had
Extremely.
something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Well, you want to hide your feelings from everyone, guys? I just want to let you know that I feel fantastic, and I never feel sad or anxious in my entire life. I never have. I would never lie to you.
You can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose.
Thanks, Sucrose.
The truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
You don't have to act a certain way.
I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me.
Yeah, so important that you copy her moveset. Correct.
I
No,
don't know.
I'm kidding.
I guess if
I think it's cute.
completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was
paragraph
really
alert.
immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone.
You were also cursed by
Amber
a
was the one person
god.
who didn't give up on me. And if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip over that part. Okay.
Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day I could learn to be like her.
This song really fits what she's talking about right now,
After
actually.
trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized I'm no Amber, and I never will be.
You don't have to be exactly like someone if they're a role model. Just better
Looking
yourself.
back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so weird.
It's
I
not
always
that
get so
bad.
anxious and I overthink everything.
That's what I'm saying. You should stop doing that.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that. What are you talking about? Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not gonna lie.
Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Woo! Let's talk about human experimentation, guys. Huh? Eh? Come to a stop at a place with some lovely scenery, and then they talk about how to. Oh, I have to click. As the booze picks up, Cole tells her life story from her childhood to her recent recovery from Elazar. Okay, so they're not going to tell us. Guys, just read the webtoons if you really want to know. And Vanessa's attractive in that. Ooh. Anyway.
I already knew bits and pieces about her. But still, why did she have to go through all that?
Because life's unfair, Sucrose.
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you.
Trauma dumping.
This is why I get
Chump.
so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
Yeah, how dare you? Me when I pay for a therapist and they complain about me trauma dumping. I couldn't trauma dump, though. I ain't no Kale, I'll tell you that.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this.
No problem. Guys are having a friendship moment.
People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor.
Honestly, if it was someone I didn't care about telling me their life story, I'd go like, yeah, shut up. But no. Wow, I'm so rude. I know.
You've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either.
What?
I
You
always
don't?
just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on.
Oh no, guys, they can't hold a normal human conversation. Well, most of us can't. We just all pretend we can.
But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Well, if Sucrose says it, then it's fact, apparently. At least Genshin wants us to think they're similar.
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do.
Well, no.
feelings
This is
that
so
you talk about
cheesy.
just
This is so cheesy.
I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much.
She like me
And
for
also
real.
that part about studying under a genius.
FR, she just like me, guys. That's literally what this is.
In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Wow, guys, are really banging the nail here. That was weird.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Like, it's wholesome, but also it's just like, wow, man, can you like dial down the Mexican-style cheese, shredded
Sucrose has
cheese?
stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all.
It should never be awkward.
Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized.
I don't know why people think silence can be so awkward.
In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side.
No way.
Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
They're getting along, guys. That's
Hey,
crazy.
Holly, see that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
The clouds that I see on the screen, no.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Idiot.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything.
Too much
At
alchemy
least,
on your mind,
Not when it
Sucrose.
comes to looking at clouds in the
What?
sky.
You know, it'd be so weird if Sucrose was named after sugar. That'd be so weird. I'm pretty sure that's what
Thank you,
Sucrose means.
Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
And my tectonic drift.
Your tetra... what?
Two
Nerd
of
words.
My favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh!
They're really nice to talk to.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Crackers, huh?
I'll try the cheese one.
Ah, get it? Because it was so cheesy?
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
No, look at them. You're so cute.
Shall we go play with them?
They didn't really move a
No,
lot.
It's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
Well, that's Klee.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
You're too busy being a little baby.
There
It's
is.
alright.
You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
But you're the best, Amber. Come on. On the other side, the cold winds sing shrill over across the face of Starsnatch Cliff. Why is that such a dramatic line? Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna use electricity to kill you. The fact that I'm using their own element and I still killed them like that is kind of dumb. Anyway. Hey guys, this the last time in the Windblume event we went down there to the 1,000 things and then you know Razor and Bennett got stuck. That reminds me, I was reading a Hurt suck. Comfort of Kea. What exactly is that? I don't know. Here, I'm gonna type it out. I don't know what that is, I'm not gonna lie. Uh-oh, personal conversation is nothing important. Anyway.
Starsnatch Cliff! We made it!
Ah, Paimon jump scare.
Once we find someone we need here.
Probably.
Help! I beg you, please don't let go.
Oh my gosh, Tomace is gonna die. Oh, so sorry. Alright.
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look.
She's trying to get some information, alright? This is important.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona?
What are you doing here, Mona?
What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Thanks, Paimon. We're finally pointing it out. All these like random groups. Okay, the other groups made sense, but like, what the heck is this group?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
I don't know. Why are you so attracted? I mean, I didn't say anything. Anyway, let's
It's been a while,
continue.
traveler.
Greetings, everyone, and happy Windblume Festival. I saw you in the Windblume Fest and you in the 2.8.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Not as good as you. I mean, yes.
We're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on
I'm
the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Timaeus, I'm always out here dissing you.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
Probably dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
I mean, she could have accidentally stabbed him with those gloves she's wearing.
Literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
We got the two characters that got costume changes, right? Yeah.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
I mean, did you not see?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
Okay, why would you do that? Also, I maybe I should say it, but like I don't know which Mona one I like, the original outfit or this one, because they're both like really good. The only one that sucked was Rosaria's. Looks like freaking
But you
doo
still
doo.
came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I
Yes,
did.
for his
Because
girlfriend.
There's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
I don't know, Mona. It's very
It's
important.
rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
You already are probably dead, Rosaria. I wouldn't. Honestly, she looks more like a zombie than Chi-Chi does.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true.
Oh, you're not gonna listen to Mona?
When Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong.
If there's anyone in this world you should listen to, it's Mona Timaeus.
I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Yeah, but how about the Leeway Festival?
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
Just cuz, why not?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds.
You didn't have to go
I
so
wasn't
far out.
planning on having to save a life along the way.
So inconvenient. Puh.
So that's
Okay,
why the
Jesus,
Sky Wars
Arya.
just show danger
Chill.
instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
I don't know. I can't believe they are giving you so much time of day right now, Timaeus.
Trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
I think these are the last people on the list, actually. Huh? You tell them about the prophecy, the information gathered so far in the mailbox.
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sirree.
I can't believe
Yes,
there's
mammy.
a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it.
Oh, no, we're just being nice, Timaeus. Don't worry.
Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now.
Well, those two already knew, so...
I
So
came here because
embarrassing.
I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
I have like 200 of those.
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
No one asked, guys. Someone's gotta get that sound bit of no one asked for Mona. No one asked, Timaeus.
Oh, you saw right through me.
Yeah, chump.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
Oh, thank you. The one and only Mona Magistus?
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Dang it, what was the nickname they gave her in 2.8? I'm trying to remember. It was, I wish I remembered it, because I would actually be called... Was it Lady Majestus? Is that what it was? It just that? Probably.
Let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Where's Fischl? Bye for now, everyone. Timaeus, please try to stay safe.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing.
Oh, Mona's here, Timaeus.
Thank you both.
Why don't you just ask Mona right now how your love life's gonna go? And she's like, oh, she's gonna dump you. And then you cry and jump off the cliff. That's not gonna happen, guys. Don't do that, all right? That's against the rules. Anyways, these are mine now, Timaeus, because just to spite you. I'm just... Who the heck is this guy? What the...
Hey,
I know I can't do that, but like, who the heck heck is this guy? Sharp? What do you want? I've never seen this character design in my entire life. Am I supposed to know this guy? This is weird. What are you doing? Master Goth pays me to protect his young esquire. Whatever that word means, I don't know. His young S pays me to keep this a secret from his old man. To get paid double, I just have to stay put and keep my mouth shut. Look at them, being all lovey-dovey when I'm right here watching. Young people these days, no such a shame. Oh, the two up there? Wait a second. Are they getting a kick out of me watching them? Ugh, I cannot abide this. That is, are you bored? I've never talked to this. Who the heck is this guy? Of course, after chasing the monsters away, I have absolutely nothing to do. Earlier, the young master asked me to help him pick some flowers, but he and that young lady started getting all lovey-dovey right away. What need do they have for flowers? I reckon the young master's forgotten all about it already. Do you want them? Just take them if you do. They're no use to me anyhow. Alright. Please try and use your brain next time. What do you mean? You're reading a hurt/comfort of K. What does that mean? What do you mean use your brain? I'm not 12. See, I've talked to these two before. And I'm gonna push them off the cliff real quick. Hey guys, I'm just gonna wait.
Oh, my darling.
Shut the heck up. Where is she? Jean, help me out here.
Let the wind lead.
Jean would. She would with her dull blade. Oh, shut up! Yeah, Sharp, I'm with you. I feel bad for Sharp. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to deal with those idiots, alright?
All is accounted for.
How do you not understand? So you're reading hurt and comfort. What does that mean? Of Kea specifically. Like you were hurting? Like Kea's getting hurt? Like what do you... I just don't... Anyways, let's stop talking to Sinful, guys. We don't talk to Sinful around these parts, alright? Yo, the Sucrose mailbox. It looks just like you, Sucrose.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Oh, no. It's
Welcome
alright.
back. Did everything go well? Yep.
Sure.
We managed to find and talk to everybody.
How do you know that?
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together.
Oh, look at it. It's so
We
cute.
got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Wow, they're just giving stuff out for free? How is she supposed to make money?
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
How about you just don't get a splinter
We've
at
already
all?
wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive.
Alright, cool. See you next year.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Indeed.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
No.
Wait.
That's what we're here for.
There's one thing that still needs taken care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you want to get dinner? Your treat.
Alright, I guess I better go get Paimon some food.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Alright, whatever.
Now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Who is that? No, okay, I saw that on Twitter the other day when this part first came out. They're like, who the heck is that? Anyway.
Sounds like a plan.
Wow, that person is not suspicious and definitely normal and okay. Go to Good Hunter once again. Sarah's gonna get some more lines. Anyways, I'll be right back real quick. All right, your man's back. It's me. I'm your man. I'm not actually. Sorry, that's kind of weird. And I stopped like right before Sarah. Look at me, I'm so good. Hey, Sarah.
Paimon will have this one, and this one. Ooh, and this one.
no, Libby is adorable. She's the best, second best girl. Hear that? It's the sound of Mora pouring out of my wallet.
Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
But who's paying? I'm paying no matter what. Well, Paimon mentions it. You realize that you too are ravenous. The two of you are ravenous? Why would you say that to me?
Paimon is super full.
I did not ask for you to say that word. Turns out that you are actually completely feral. It feels pretty good to just relax and take in the scenery after all that great food. You know, I've noticed that the traveler talks to himself a lot more now.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
But Trish, oh my gosh, are these two finally getting together?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Oh my gosh, are they good? God, they should kiss right. You know, I'll pay them a kiss right now. These two.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Ham and bacon is from the same thing.
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home.
The fact that I know these NPCs makes me mad, but also
Please,
great.
feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Sure thing, Margaret. They're just showing all the
Enjoying
NPCs.
the scenery?
I was too busy being invested in Quinn and Beatrice's love life. All right.
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard. Are you here for some food as well?
Should we order something for you? No.
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here.
Well, you could also eat food. You ever think about that,
I
Venti?
shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future.
I don't know. I feel like you're about to just leave us forever or something.
Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
And what is that, good sir?
What kind of good news?
Probably good news.
Behold!
Behold! It looks like a paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it.
What is it?
It's the map to the thing, Paimon. Take your notes.
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map, and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However,
Still gotta light it.
if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, I got
The
you.
secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
I understand. We have to elongate the story as long as
Then
possible.
it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy.
All right.
Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Nah, we did that last year.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
That wasn't bad. Come on.
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you.
Wait, why did no one sign up? But I mean, it was just fine last year,
Anyway,
right?
See you later.
All right.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Well, he's not trying to find his siblings, so yeah.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Sure, what do you want, random NPC?
Who are you?
I'm a random
You may call me
NPC.
Scarlet.
Yo, I like the fit, though. The nice puffy hat. It's not that cold in Mondstadt, but, you know, whatever. Go off, girl.
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land.
I wonder which land she's from. It'd be so weird if she was from Snezhnaya wearing that fit.
Mind if I buy you a drink?
Sure. Is it alcohol? I'm not drinking today, but thank you for offering. What do you mean you're not drinking it? It's just, she didn't. You don't want coffee? You don't want water? What's wrong with you?
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
Yes, I have, and
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
and if you're experienced enough, Paimon, you would realize she's buttering us up. Anyways, what do you want?
That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place.
Yeah, it's not just because you're so cute. I mean,
I
what?
was on my way
It's
to
an
go
NPC.
shopping
I don't care.
earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, You are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
I want to call it prophecy, more like a test.
Bizarre is definitely the word.
I'd make the word a little bit less than bizarre.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt?
Sure.
Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Are you interested in it too,
Not so much
lady?
the prophecy itself,
Scarlet?
but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in.
Okay, I mean, you just ask
I was
anyone.
born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit.
Romance? Here? Yeah, no, you're right.
As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
Well, I love the fact that she's not specifying anything. Not the person she's talking about, the anniversary she's talking about, or where she's from. She's not being specific, but like, what's up with that?
Mondstadt so far?
I think it's terrible.
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
All right.
We think so too.
This is like our 5th time here.
About the prophecy.
Let you know if we find the answer.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you.
Oh, no problem.
I'll leave it to you then.
Scarlet.
Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
I wonder. She's obviously from Natlan, guys. Obviously.
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
Okay, Rosaria. Who is that? Yeah, it's Rosaria. Okay.
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt.
What are we? Okay, what's... Ugh.
Good day to you, miss.
Okay. Interesting. I'm so interested. Oh, wow, we finished part 2. That's so surprising. Oh, my gosh, Uri. What? I'm kidding. Uri's always... Venti's note, guys. Let's go take a little gander at Venti's note. Where would it be? Here? No, it would be here. Unattributed ramen voucher. Okay. You can't even look at it. It just told you got it for no reason. Whispering parchment? Yeah, because everyone has a whispering parchment. Jeez, I have 168 of these. I'm excited for the next update. I mean, this update's cool and all. Anyway. Wind's Breath. Windblume Encounters. Wow, we finished it. Okay, go to quest. Your friends have promised to provide clues and new ideas to solve the riddle. You expectantly wait at the agreed upon time, planning to convene, that's the word, and go over all you have learned with Sucrose. Sure thing. They're gonna give me a Windblume gift. Cute. Wait till the next morning, 8 to 12? Oh yeah, I can do that real quick. Okay, so guys, what are we gonna do next morning? It's literally 24 hours. Okay, cool. We're just gonna stand here in Mondstadt for 24 hours straight. I stood here at this one spot for 24 hours. My new YouTube video.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench.
Oh, it only took 1 day for everyone to put mail in there? Anna, look, she's deathly ill and she's gonna die. Anyways, let's continue. Where'd the mailbox go, Sucrose? Where'd the cute little mailbox go? Come on.
Hey, we're here!
We're here! Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox.
Let's go!
And I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Okay, so she put it on the board.
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
I don't know, left to right, I don't care. Joy above the clouds. Wow, that started very suddenly. Clue board. Read letters about a flower. Let's go top to bottom. Flower that is not of this world. But the flower that is not of this world. Read Tarnari's letter. Sure thing, buddy. Oh my gosh, that is a fancy piece of paper. Are you sure you had to be so fancy? After our conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world. Sounds more like a local paradox. Logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note with all due respect that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, you could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Alright, nerd. Albedo. A flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss it in detail when we meet. And I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Wow, that was not a freaking answer. Sucrose. Oh, she wrote her own letter. How cute. It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox I had made myself, but I did find my answer. At first... Oh, wait. It scrolls down. Did I miss something on... Oh, my gosh. Attaches a list of rare plant species. I've added a short description in each entry, and I hope you can find your answer within them. Best wishes to you, Tainari. I did not know that it did that, so I missed something. Okay, I didn't miss anything on that one. Okay, let's continue. At first, I thought that a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy, but after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better. So I arrived at my conclusion, a clock in the shape of a flower. That's cute. The long passage of light brushes past the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The lapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Sucrose. Okay, cool. Read other letters. Guide who will never get lost. We got 4. Okay, Mona. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost, but as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. So if you need me, just call on me at my place. I'll be there, Mona. I've tried to go to her place before when they first showed she was there, and she wasn't there. Bennett. Been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with this prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I could be a part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you think of when it comes to guiding others. Yeah, Paimon. Thanks a lot. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. But if you're asking me about who can be of help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona, the astrologist, are both very knowledgeable and brave. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for. And that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck, Bennett. Okay, you Amber, cutie. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. I'm stupid and cringe. Guide is too grand a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at, and I'm an attentive listener, so do let me know when you feel lost. To use an analogy, I'm like a torch out in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path so long as it continues to burn bright. Everything written below is not meant for Kale. Dear Kale, if you're reading this, please turn away. Okay. Well, I'm not worried about Kale lady. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has some things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kale can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll hope to be friends no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends, Amber. Okay, good to hear. Mika, talk to me. This guy talks so weirdly. I hope this letter finds you all well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense. But on the journey of life, I'm still the lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tainari and Miss Kale, as well as a dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies, please forgive me. I hope the map and the list will be of some help to you, Mika. Okay. One who would never lie. This is a lot of reading. Sino. I lied yesterday. You're correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing. As a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me, and it would have been harder if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I can join you, so I know. Rosaria, I kill people, is what this is gonna say. I must make one thing clear first. I am not someone who would never lie. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest and recalled many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies, too. Sometimes to make myself happy, and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. The nicest lie I've ever come up with is the one I told Varka, that I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Varka responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive or to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck, Rosaria. Razor. We didn't actually ask Jean. I asked my teacher Lisa to write this letter. It's much better than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you. Razor, thank you. Thank you, freaking nerd. Okay, next letter. This is what it's like going through fan letters. Anyways, about a legend that never ends. The answer is me. Lisa. I mean, Klee will be alive for hundreds of years, so, I mean, she would be a good person to ask. Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading, anyway. Best of luck, little cuties. Lisa. Oh, thank you. Klee's letter. Mom writes travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales. So Klee's heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. Klee. I can't do a little child voice, alright? Cole's letter. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that's passed on from one person to the next, Persona 5, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. That's not even a reference at all. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer, Cole. So the answer is no answer. Stop reading. I read all of them.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world.
I read every single one, Sucrose.
Tainari believes that on closer examination, it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person.
Nerd.
As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
I mean,
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost.
Why did I read all that?
Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy.
Wow!
While Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates.
I'm a professional candidate and everything, because I'm just so great.
Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Saito.
How nice of him.
Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
Oh man, she could be more than just friends with me, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's a joke.
Would never lie. Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search.
I pick Sino.
Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
No, he's too busy kissing a picture of his girlfriend or something. I don't know.
This is what we gathered on a legend that never ends.
Me?
Lee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks.
I think Klee's mom is the answer. I think Alice is a legend who never ends. How long has she been alive?
Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
Well, Alice is definitely a weirdo. I can give you that.
What are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
Don't know.
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
She is not that smart.
Let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
I think the answer is this random piece of paper, guys. One way to ruin the mood.
Wait for me.
Oh, Timaeus has got the answer, guys. Everyone, shut up.
What brings you here?
This is very important.
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me, and
It's
I
night.
didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
And why is that?
This is kind of sudden.
He just says, I'm the answer.
Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
No.
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying R?
Yes, I do. I also remember making a video about that event. Rings a bell?
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
I knew it was her. Once they said letters and stuff, I knew it was me, Yinger. Because why wouldn't it be?
Wait, so Ying R is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier?
Wow, I'm so surprised. The first second they showed Timaeus with a girl, I assumed it was her after he said that.
We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying R the whole time?
Maybe.
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy.
Other
Anyway,
things?
A few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying R's heart.
Maybe I think he's just into the sussinologies. I think that's all he's into.
At Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying R?
No
Well,
way!
that's right.
That's
The
crazy!
Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that.
No, she'd go like, this is stupid. And then she would stomp on it and dump you. No, I'm
I
kidding.
know full well that Miss Ying R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there.
All right.
Which brings
Go
me to
ahead.
the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying R to Mondstadt.
She said
But
no.
yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
What girl?
And when I went to take a look at
Cole.
our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me.
Oh.
I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people.
Don't say bending over
How
backwards.
could
It's kind of
I
weird.
ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying R's love if I'm so selfish?
Cry about it.
Oh, Timaeus.
Oh, baby.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
Okay, well, we're going to Liyue.
Then what about Ying R?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
Timaeus.
I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter.
What if she's here right now?
I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself, to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I
Ooh,
made sure
in
to
a
package
car?
the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand.
No, she'll never talk to you
Point
ever
being,
again.
Please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person.
Yeah, you
As
think
far
you
as I
are.
recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Right there, you just lied to Timaeus.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
If you say you've never lied in your life, you're lying. So, yeah.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay.
All right, little
so it looks
man.
like we found our one who would never lie.
Give or
Let's
take.
keep it up. On to the other three.
After some discussion, the group decides on a final pick for each part of the prophecy. Everyone gathers in front of the crafting bench.
We'll do the honors.
Hey, yo, what's up?
We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Thank you.
Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
Okay, Klee.
All right. We also have Klee.
Yo.
That's me.
No, she's so cute.
Klee here. This all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
I mean, maybe we are, Mona.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Yeah, Mona. Albedo, have you figured out your answer?
Of course.
Little
We
man?
will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Probably not.
Actually, I'm Still feeling a little nervous.
Oh, no,
Me
no.
too.
That's all right.
Weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, just because it was convenient.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, we got this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
It's not that big of a
I
deal.
know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
I'll let you do your scry glass first.
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Your mom's place. No, it's not there.
We know something about that.
Already found out where it is. Well, we should have let Mona at least try her scry glass. Make up a story about how you discover the location by divining the wind. All right, yep,
amazing.
that's us.
You really know how to do everything under the sun.
No, it's just because I know all the archons.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Follow me.
We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
It'd be weird if it was in Rinrise. It's probably not there, actually. Watch me be wrong. Oh. It's a little bit past. I actually wasn't too far off. I guessed it correctly. Oh, okay. Well, it's a little higher than I thought. No, don't do it. Don't jump. I do what I want, Mom. Okay. Anyways, guys, don't jump off of really high locations. That's kind of cringe.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
You should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Where? I can't see. I can't see the glowing light. No. Hey, yo, what's up? Oh, whoa, Dabba Oopa Gorge right over there.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here.
This is cringe.
Now
Excuse
that
me.
I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe...
Traveler,
You overlooked something?
are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. It's such a small little paper. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up.
Paimon, you can read?
But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
I could have. Who knows? The step also says now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way.
Okay.
Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Or maybe we're all stupid.
Look, the wind is blowing.
Yo, upwards, an
What a
updraft.
strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Has there always been a floating rock over there?
We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Chump.
Here.
Here.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this.
Oh my gosh. There's a cutscene for this. Also, I'm just curious if this is, it probably was just put here, but like it is so nice. I like it. Oh my gosh, freaking Alice. It's Alice again. At least with the talking thing, Alice might say something.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Probably Alice. She can do whatever the frick she wants.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
We're not gonna get lost. If anything, we're gonna get stuck on this floating island.
Good thinking, Cully.
It's gonna become what's that thing in Minecraft? The skyblock, I think.
Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
Oh man, drat, guys, we just missed it.
Never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
I mean, the mountain's a little bit higher, but
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
it's floating. That's awesome. It must be important if it's floating.
Back of this chair. Let me have a closer look.
Okay.
Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment.
All right.
Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
All right, gang,
We
let's
just
sit
need to do
down.
as it says, right?
Paimon, do you know how to sit down? Quick question.
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats.
What are we gonna do, get cursed?
Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Everyone, we might die. Everyone vigilantly watches as he does something.
Questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
Yeah, I like how pretty it is.
How is everything, Albedo?
We're all gonna die. What is going on in the
Everything
background?
seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms.
Okay.
But
Everyone in the
I
background making
also
noises?
couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Thank you, Cole. I don't know.
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences.
Oh, awesome.
Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy.
Okay.
Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
Okay, I don't know why.
Kind of smart. But why?
Well, why does it sound smart is the question we're all
I
asking.
get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Let's say something like really stupid.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
No, she always looks good.
Are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Oh, yo, Klee?
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it.
We're all gonna die.
While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find some information. There's a
And?
strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here.
Oh, it was me. I'm sorry about that.
Here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
It would never, Mona. What are you talking about? Mona just shriveled. Did she sense some kind of great power? Yes.
Mona?
It's Paimon!
Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
It's your mom, Klee. Yo, mama.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona. I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes.
All right.
Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Cute.
Come on, join us, Mona.
We'll have to sit
All
down.
right. Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
You gotta sit down.
Do it, Sucrose.
Guys, don't we have to...
then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next.
Okay, we're gonna do it this slowly.
My prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
And it's me! No, she doesn't think that.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide.
Oh, I knew she was... I was just kidding.
Time I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today.
Congrats, you're not dead.
Although I still
Woo!
haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others.
Oh, well, isn't that cute?
I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
Yeah, let's all give her a round of applause, guys. Timaeus, you're a big loser, and you
All
you lied
It's
yesterday.
up to me
I'm
to
telling
answer
you.
the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie.
That's a bunch of bull. No.
Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person.
I'm confident that you haven't been.
I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And
All right.
last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy.
Get out of here, Mo. No, I'm
There's
kidding.
no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait, the lantern just lit up!
Yeah, all right.
Whoa, all four sides of the lantern are glowing!
I like the lantern. It looks so cool.
But
All we did was submit a batch of test answers.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
oh, all right.
Guys, you just have to sit down. Okay, anyone just works.
questions correctly?
I mean, sure, maybe anyone's the correct answer.
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
Yeah, you just sit down.
No right answer? But how could that be?
No way!
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
All right.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
Shut up, Margaret.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
So Scarlet, that was her name? Wait, what did I say? Did I say Scarlet? I don't know what I said.
Hey!
Chump.
Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
Literally yesterday!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Why would we care about you tailing us? Oh no, I'm so scared of Scarlet.
Oh, is that so? Then why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
Get wrecked, Scarlet. Rosaria's right there.
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
No, we're gonna have to push you off the. You were just talking about, haha, I followed you, and now you're getting all
I was
defensive.
there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
She just loves stalking people. It's her
hard
thing.
not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Cool. No one cares, Scarlet.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
It wasn't even a prophecy in the first place. It was just a weird riddle. But I am curious. Where do you get that awesome lantern, though? I'll take the lantern off your hands if you don't want it.
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine.
Okay.
In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me.
The code
She
name.
hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Okay.
I would have guessed. It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Why you call it old hag, Mona? Come on. What's wrong with her?
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
B? Okay. Okay. Why would it be the letter B?
Well, what are you talking about?
What is this freaking Death Note? L goes into N and M or whatever the heck.
It's a long story,
OP?
but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it.
Okay, maybe a story 2D animated thing could tell me.
Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no?
Yes.
The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
And then, like, it explodes and we all die.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
No. I know, Mom. Your mom's voice anywhere, because she's done 2 character things.
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
This sounds just like a slightly higher Lisa.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Cool. I don't give a frick.
Oh. Since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
I think I know the voice actor behind this voice, actually, just from hearing the voice. What's wrong with me?
Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Oh no, Mona, she's freaking out.
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
It is.
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
Okay, what if it is her?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
How does your mom normally talk, Klee? I'm actually confused now. Why would you say such a thing?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Oh, thank you. How does she normally talk?
Alice, why would you...
She does whatever the heck she wants, Mona. We don't. She could be in another freaking planet right now. Who
Well,
knows?
It's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
From your youth? When?
Coy all of a sudden.
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados.
Oh wow. He knew something.
You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
I think he just didn't care. I'm gonna be completely fair and honest with you right now. What, did he just wait for us to go to that spot and then made the wind current? That's what happened, guys. It's all Venti. It's always Venti. He's always there. What the heck is that man doing, huh?
Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
We're not sitting down right now. We're kind of standing.
It's a really long table.
Thank you, Klee, for pointing that out.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
No, she followed us like a weirdo.
Wait. That's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Okay, Avengers, assemble!
Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Sure.
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Almost as ancient as you. Ayo! Get wrecked. I called her old. Anyways, so did Venti just take some notes from this to make that like phone speaker thing that we did back in 2.8, but like it was like worse? Okay, well, let's see this. I definitely didn't expect.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel?
No.
As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself, but he replied,
You're just telling us about this?
Music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song.
Oh my gosh,
From then
why are they
on,
flexing?
The mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs.
Okay.
At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and
this looks
were
great.
witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick.
Why'd you do that? What's up with that? Oh
He
my
loved
gosh.
me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I think that's kind of rude.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Okay.
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing
I'm sorry.
compared to yours, so I want to leave you with my storybook.
Ah, jeez.
Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Sorry guys, I'm allergic to good animation.
This looks interesting. Let me scry.
And also good music. Oh my gosh.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Okay. Well, apparently most of them are dead, so who cares? No. I'm kidding.
This is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Is that important?
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Really? You just left this expensive pottery out here, I guess.
And what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
Talking to Alice for like a few minutes is a blessing, Cole. I don't think you understand.
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The
That's
truth
alright.
is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Oh, she got married? Congrats,
So
Jay.
it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
Probably.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
Come on, Albedo. Come on. You always got to know everything.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages.
Legend Never Ends is Alice, obviously, and it's honestly, Albedo could be a flower not of this world, because that is a great description of Albedo himself.
When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together.
Well, that's cute.
A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world.
She knows everything.
This is the signature of R, full name Rhine-daughter, also known as Gold.
Rhine-daughter? Didn't someone already have that as a precursor name? Or like a
If there's anyone in this
sub-name?
world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her.
Okay.
The
Good
guide
job,
who
R.
will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study.
I may not have encountered her yet, but I'm supposed to encounter her? Question mark. One second. I feel like I've heard this name before. Is it just I think it's just a lore name I heard one time. Alright, so I was looking up Rhine-daughter, because I really remember that name, like, very well.
Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world.
Okay, that's cool.
She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Yeah, I wonder when that's gonna happen to me. Huh? Could she have been the one who spoke to me while we were investigating Sunbuki? Oh my gosh, that's my name is Skara. I forgot.
If one day
Probably.
you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Well, that sounds like a really good plot convenience in the future. Thanks, Alice.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor.
Okay, then who the heck is B, alright?
As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
I haven't read it, but I know it exists.
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
Oh, so she's dead and she wrote that book, is what you're telling me.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief.
Because you're just never gonna die.
Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Sure.
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It's alright.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers.
Okay, who was B?
Alice?
You didn't answer my question.
You've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Well, instead you're gonna meet this lantern. I wanna see Alice's design for once in my life. When's that gonna happen?
Do you also want to become a mage?
Is that when I'm gonna die? Guys, right before Genshin ends, the last freaking cutscene, Alice will pop up, alright? Not even gonna be able to see her ever. No, I'm kidding.
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
That secret society, I was
I
about to
used
say.
to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world.
Alice can.
But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Among us?
Do you think less of us now?
Yes.
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
Okay, maybe it'll become Z, who knows?
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. But you are different.
The other one
You
sucked.
are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Okay, while just dissing everyone else.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
He calls her aunt, not even mom. Okay.
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
I swear, if this random NPC sees Alice's design before the main character does, I will become ravenous. No. I'm kidding.
Received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
And no one touched that specific book of the Boar's Princess for hundreds. You know, that was just convenience.
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
Yay!
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
friendship.
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end.
All right.
What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination.
Cool.
Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night.
I think everyone has those problems.
But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Sarah's right. What she said in like a paragraph or two, I said in one word: friendship.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
Oh, thanks, Clee.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with.
Now I'm old.
Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Okay, guys, can't wait to see Alice in another 10 updates from now.
Dodoko says bye too.
Say bye, Dodoko.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
I hope I'll see Alice's design within my
Now
lifespan.
that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yeah, it's Windrise
Yes, it's
and Windblume.
Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember.
I
now.
don't.
It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot.
Okay, cool. So it's an anniversary that's not even connected to
For
her.
the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
All right, I already have. I've done all the events already. Alice's voice fades and the lantern grows dim. It is once again just a regular piece of decor. We should take it. I want it. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon, chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt. Timaeus, go see your girlfriend.
Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Do you happen to know where the quest Windrise Windfall is in Mondstadt? Windrise? Wait, why am I going this way? That's crazy. Wow, we can just get super high. Windrise is right here. Boom. I showed you just now. Excuse me. Timaeus. Bruh, what a baby.
Are you okay,
Excuse me.
Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
Oh, what the heck are you implying,
I'm fine,
Secret?
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
All right, buddy.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
The quest isn't there, though. You can always hit V. V shows you where it is on the map, then you hit M, and then you go there, and then thing happen.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
Maybe you are. I'm not sure about me.
It's nothing, really. It's just, well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that.
But his girlfriend!
But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
What, you wanted the entire world to change or something? Come on.
Of course. I
Friendship!
didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Guys, it's always just the friends we made along the way, guys. That's always the answer.
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival Special Ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
Well, stop self-blaming, guys. We got what we wanted.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no, guys. Shut up.
No. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
Okay, no one understands how much everyone just wants even a slight bit of knowledge about Alice, honestly.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Yeah, friendship.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
No.
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Cry.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Why'd you say it like, oh, there he is. There she is.
Huh?
Yo, Timaeus gonna get like one of the best girls?
Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
I met her twice.
Yep, that's her.
And she used the exact same lines.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Oh, yes, she has the same microphone and everything.
Of course I am. I'm so happy that I don't... Sorry, I don't know what to say.
Aw.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time.
Oh, why is she being so nice?
You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
She really emphasized a specific word in that sentence.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Honestly, I love the way you said that,
I
Paimon.
wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
I've only been hit by one of those twice, so I guess I've only done it twice so far.
Really? We'll just leave them alone then.
They're quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Friendship and kissing each other. The adventure has come to an end. Everyone bids farewell. Something.
To see Timaeus find his happiness.
Yeah, good for him.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose.
I'm more envious of Timaeus. What the heck, man? Man's got a girl before me. No, I'm
just to
kidding.
see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
Well, everyone's born in different ways, call it.
If you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you.
Okay, we get it. You just want
We
to...
have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities.
Guys, the lesson you can learn from this is that there's good parts in you. All right? That's the lesson, okay? Write it down.
Or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend.
Aw.
Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too.
That's just a quirk. Honestly.
Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say.
Look at her eyes. Her eyes were shaking.
You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
I already knew this.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
It's never too late.
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I don't. Please tell me, Sucrose. I'm so interested.
I may have read about that in a book before.
Nerd.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date.
Why not? Everyone loves talking about flower
My mom
cycles.
brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once. All with a smile on her face.
Well, I mean, hey, Sucrose, you're pretty boring too. All you care about is being inside and doing tests and stuff.
But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do.
That's right, guys. That's right, guys. You're learning life lessons in Genshin Impact right now. Close the game right now.
Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
Let's go.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna touch some grass.
Vacation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Oh, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Ooh, what kind of seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before.
Sweet flowers?
These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on.
Okay, cool.
It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
All right, now.
They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep.
Okay.
I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year.
Submitting them? What is this, a test?
I wish that
Homework?
the Animal Archon could also see how lovely they are.
I mean, I can show them to them if you want.
I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
It doesn't grow in that climate, actually. I
Holly,
don't care.
Please take these notes with you.
Okay, nerd notes.
I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request.
Okay, cool.
Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
I don't know why they would be closed. You have to do something really illegal.
Thank you so much. Really,
I'm gonna start crying. Starts crying.
I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Oh my gosh, guys, she can smile. No way.
Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
Yeah, bring out the test tube. Please breathe into this tube.
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube?
It's so dumb.
I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
He's literally not gonna do anything, Sucrose, but yeah, sure.
Oh, really? May I?
May I, bro? I want to breathe into this tube so hard, bro.
Of course.
Exhales into Sucrose's test tube and the fluid turns a deep violet. How does that? No, it does. That didn't happen. This isn't happening right now. This is not a thing that's happening. What is this, huh? Also, they didn't want to do the animation of Kale exhaling because they do something weird with that. We know you fans. Oh, I have to click. Sorry. The small sparkle cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises in the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
I don't know. I'm surprised something even happened.
It was like a little cloud of happiness.
Yeah.
And now it flew away.
Well, guys, that's a life lesson right there. Happiness is fleeting, and sometimes you'll be depressed. Write that down. No, okay. Okay.
Well,
that's a test tube.
Luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now.
How?
I'll keep working on it.
How?
I'll let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, send her a little letter.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
And then it'll come back like in a few months.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Ah, he's talking. No, okay, anyway. I'm sorry. I don't know why screaming's funny sometimes.
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
Saito, there we go. See, I think he's funny when I can actually get the jokes when he says it. If I don't get it when he says it, and sometimes he even explains some of the previous jokes and I didn't get it at all.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
Hey guys, that was in the 3.5 update trailer.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, yo, he was looking at the dragon?
Oh, that reminds
Dragon,
me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Didn't Sino commission this?
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
Oh wait, is this like an actual thing I can use in TCG? This will be actually Pog.
The game. Do you dare challenge me?
I could do it right now, Sino. I'd probably lose.
I can't believe this guy. Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to no. Everyone else did the joke right there.
Something to give you too. Huh?
What do you want, Coley?
He has a gift for us?
Ooh, what could it be?
Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume Festival.
I hope they're flower themed. Oh, cute. Is that like a bookmark?
I made these bookmarks from some Meru
It
roses
is.
at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino.
Well, they're cute. Thank you.
During Windblume,
I love
Mondstatters
books.
offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
Oh, and I got one too.
But Tainari
Good for
said
me.
that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, you're not smart enough for
Well,
him. He's too
in
much.
this
Too
case,
busy
we
being a
can
freaking
consider ourselves
nerd.
as regular siblings, and that should be just fine.
Sure.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
I have tons of them, but thank you.
Are these really for us?
Score!
So,
Don't even say thank you to score.
one of them. Both Padisauras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms.
They can be literally anything in this entire world. You want this Naku weed, guys? This is my Windblume.
Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings.
Not roses.
I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for.
Sumeru roses, actually, never mind. I lied.
I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together.
Yeah, in like a year and a half.
The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
Yeah, guys, the friendship. We get it. We're all friends. We're all having a great time. Anyways, I'm just so excited to see when like Snezhnaya is out, right, guys? Like, how are they gonna balance all the all the festivals that go on in like every nation? Like, is every update gonna be that have a festival going on? That'd be so funny. Anyways, let's continue.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Yeah, friendship.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
It kind of looks like a.
Huh? Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
You're just saying that. It doesn't even look like her test tube. Liar. Yay, guys, we did it. That was too wholesome for me. Not kidding. I actually did it in today's stream. I found it. It was inside Dawn Winery. Oh, I see. Wow, they actually... Well, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to put the Might of the God out here like that. That was on accident. But they actually gave me that card back. That's actually dope. Where is it, though? Where's my little card deck? Is it here? Yes, it's here. Bah. Deck. So, edit deck name, deck design, settings. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I actually get, oh my, that's so, I have this one right now. Oh, but yeah, we're gonna have to switch to that one. Customized by the renowned artist Calx. Like the Dragon of the East, stretch your wings more fully on this battlefield of cards. I was actually not expecting to get a new back like that. Anyways, guys, I'll be right back real quick. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry for the end of that part right there. My nose was running so bad, but I didn't know when to leave. Anyways, I'm back. I'll be right back. Was probably up for a while too.
Holds dear is but a backdrop of
Oh, Sino's just chilling over here. Hello.
I quite like my new card back. It goes perfectly with my deck.
What? Oh, that's the camera event. I was like, what the heck is that?
I take it you've also received your card back? Want to use it to play around?
Sure thing, Sino. Can't wait to get freaking railed. Let's play Genus Invocation TCG. We got Sino, Bennett, Kale. Kale's kind of iffy. Don't you think the Windblume Festival is quite the auspicious time for a duel? You know, the winds may cause your luck to bloom at a critical moment, allowing you to draw the card you need to turn the tables. You didn't get it? I like that they've done this ever since they added the TCG, is that sometimes people in the middle of something will ask to play cards with you. Like when you're in the middle of the second desert quest with Jet in the in the new desert area, there's actually an opportunity to play the card game with the guy, which I think is dope as heck. Now watch me get absolutely railed, something not very good. Also, I don't know how Sino's character works. Also, he has like a different board than me. All right, he's just flexing. We can get rid of that. I do like the card back, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh, they're all animated. What a freaking tryhard.
Let's finish this swiftly.
All right, watch me wreck this guy. I'm gonna get destroyed, and especially with all this garbage it gave me. Please give me some more fire. Okay.
You stand condemned.
This character just gets a buff for no reason, just for existing. That's crazy. Well, I guess we could do this. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Play that card. And then we'll do this. Boom. Decent start. How will you start?
Nowhere to run.
Okay, he's starting a little bit smarter than me. We could switch to Sucrose.
I can do it.
Then we can use Strategize. Okay, he does well. He does... Well, we can use Strategize right here. Get 2 cards. Bop, bop. All right, Timaeus, good to see you. And in our turn. Of course. Give me a quick switch. Nah. All right. Yeah, no, I'm gonna lose. No, of course they give me fire now. Now that I need freaking Animo. Chumps. Oh, if I do that, it will switch over to Sino. That is smart. That is smart. Not gonna lie. Heal your active character for 2 HP at the end. End of phase. We're gonna do this with that card. And heal the most injured, and then spend 1 less elemental die. We got some good stuff here. And spend 1 less elemental die next time before him switch character. No, not you, Timaeus. You. And then we'll do that. Just so it switches over to Sino. He has his ult though.
This ends now.
Oh, they give him a line and everything.
Judgment is upon you.
All right. If I do this, ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good. Oh, she has Dendro though. That would aggravate. Ugh, I'm so bad at this game. Okay, well, let's do this, I guess. Heal most injured character for 2. Heal the most injured character for 2. Ooh, they're actually gonna let me switch with no cost.
This will be interesting.
Futile.
He does a lot of damage. Otherwise, it's my turn, and bop, I'm gonna get healed. Just switch to Bennett because you feel like it. +2, +2. Ayo. And now we can put out some ace if we feel like it. Either way, you're gonna be spending 2 though, so I don't really see a whole point about it. We're on chaos, so yeah. Good. Good roll. This switch is considered a fast action. Well, Bennett,
Dodge this.
you can almost kill me here, but like I wouldn't consider it if I were you.
Out of the way!
Don't push your luck.
Ugh. Oh, he switched me to Sucrose? Okay. Thank you, actually. Like, what? Ooh. 1 less elemental die. Oosh. So I could spend 2 for that, but then I can't do anything here. Catherine, get out of here.
Absorption test.
Nowhere to run.
5?
Need to make adjustments.
Let's finish.
Don't get cocky.
I wasn't getting cocky. I didn't think you would do 5 damage with a normal attack. Oh, wait, he has his alt. Well, never mind. Stop switching to Bennett. You freaking annoying. Oh, I forgot to use my last card here. And then standby. Thank you. He says don't get cocky, but he's not doing too well himself. Oh wait, Sucrose is dead. We don't need that either. Okay. Oh man, I was gonna get fire then. Then the other dice hit the dice. Cringe. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be over. That's overkill for no reason. End phase, draw 2 cards. Timaeus. Let's do Timaeus real quick for or Hydro. I don't care what you choose. Just do something. Anima for that. Which means we can actually... Oh, well, we can't use that anymore. Well, that was kind of useless. Anyways, let's just do normal attack on the guy.
Ow! This is just my...
Good judgment call.
Dang it. I really messed
Through
up.
me, justice is served.
Oh my gosh. Well, this only works on Animo. Switch over to this guy.
This will be interesting.
That's a quick action. Yeah. And I can't do anything else. So, well, I guess I'll die. I didn't think I was going to win anyway.
Surrender.
My main damage dealer is out of the way, actually. Darn. Wow. Thanks for everything. I mean, honestly, that's actually not that bad. Now, there we go. I'm gonna die. I'm so dead.
Hi.
Yep, thought so.
This doesn't look...
Shut up, son. I don't want to hear it. Oh, my. Oh, I thought I was dead, actually. Oh, no. Dang it. If Sino... Oh, it's so close. Please do, like, a 2-hit attack.
Surrender.
No! Why does he get 6? That was down to the last hit! What do you mean maximize your resources? That was down to the last hit. I almost got that man sweeped.
You played well. Let's have a rematch in a few minutes.
You know, no, Sino, I had enough of this stupid card game. I'll see you later, chump. Jeez. Courage is in the heart. Guys, the price. The usual place. You meet 2 strange oddballs in Sumeru City. What? When is this a thing? You know, okay. Since I finished a little bit faster, I'm going to check out whatever the price is. I could have sworn I had the price all done and figured out, but let's go talk to some random oddballs or whatever. The price has been there as a quest for like ever for me, so encourage is in the heart. I don't even know where to go for that. Well, I think I do. Who knows? I thought I finished the price. Wasn't the price like the whole Fatui thing? Well, don't tell me they're underground. No, they're not underground. They're just here. Is this a spot I just never stood before and I was supposed to? Apparently, yes. Shut up. South of Divantaka Mountain, that's a huge area. The view's good here. Let's wait and see if there's anyone coming. You wait here with Paimon while the guy Hiltra in the background is just chanting. Look, somebody's coming this way. What the heck? Why are you so late? Did you run into any trouble? Sorry, someone must have opened the box. I'm afraid our plan... Did we get caught? But it's not like the higher-ups have sent anyone here lately. Maybe it was Nika. Those kids have been badgering me to take them out to play. That's why I told you not to get too close to those folks unless necessary. But their parents are always away from home. I just... Forget it. Either way, we're leaving here today. Leaving? Do they mean leaving Sumeru? We don't have any helpers. Can the plan work? I mean, what if the higher-ups found out about us? Stop worrying. Haven't you had enough yet? Living in fear and never to be trusted for a single second. Today is our last chance to get away from the Fatui. I know, but... So this is connected to the Fatui thing. These two want to leave the Fatui? I'll go have a look. Okay, but be careful. They are the Fatui after all. I could kill them in 2 seconds. Just like how I can kill these things in 2 seconds. Hey guys, you weren't doing anything evil, but they told me to kill you, so you're just gonna have to deal. Blame the game, not me, alright? I'm not gonna pronounce his name. That was me trying. Someone has shown up after all. You found me? I just walked up straight to them. Of course they did. You've been eavesdropping for a while without moving. As the wind blew just now, the bush you were hiding in swayed differently from the one next to it. You Fatui really are something. Blonde hair and a strange Seelie. You must be the traveler mentioned in the report. That's right. Did you set this trap for me? Relax, we wouldn't have had time for that. Since you're here, I assume you've checked the stuff in the box. Yes, I did take that box. I don't remember what was in it, though. I'm surprised that Alexandra's trick actually worked. What do you want? So you said all those things just for me to hear? As you heard, Alexandra and I want to get away from the Fatui. Stop looking at me like that. For your information, we're neither higher-ups in power nor frontline soldiers. We are, at best, some pawns left in a random place waiting to be deployed. There are plenty of people like us, but most of them won't get any orders all their lives. Being fatuous, one could only spend the rest of their life in the distrust from others. We don't want to end up like that. Instead of wasting life here, we'd rather take the risk and free ourselves from the Fatui. Alright, you're free to leave then. But getting away is far from easy. If we get caught, there will be serious consequences. So we thought up a plan to fake death in an attempt to escape. But our death must be proved by someone who's convincing. Traveler, you're such a notorious figure for the Fatui, and you've always been at odds with the Fatui. You are the ideal witness to the death of 2 Fatui. What if I had what made you so sure that I would come here? I wasn't sure whether you would come, but I would wait unless you'd come. Patience is one of the few strengths I have. Traveler, now that we've told you the whole story, it's your choice if you want to help. If your answer is yes, we'll give you a handsome amount of rewards in return. And don't worry, the money is earned by doing serious work, I can assure you. I cooked dinner for those kids, sewed clothes, told stories, and took them out. And Prevera has helped others with hunting and handling prey. If we manage to leave the Fatui, we will make a living out of these skills, and... Enough, Alexandra, that's too much information. Oh, right, okay. Anyway, it's all up to you, Traveler. I'll help. Thank you, Traveler. You will get rich rewards. Then it's a deal. Now let's go our separate ways and get ready. Alexandra, go take care of that. And Traveler, please follow me. All right, let's kill him. I love killing people. in Genshin Impact. No, okay. Sometimes that even annoys me. Okay, I'm expecting some really good acting from you, man. This is the place, traveler. Listen, it's a simple plan. We are two evil Fatui coming over to the forest for some evil doing. For evil doing, of course, yes. And you, out of indignation or righteousness, try to stop us. Just as Alexandra and I are about to run, a group of monsters appears and strikes us down. Being outnumbered by the monsters, you have no choice but to pull back. When you are back with helpers, Alexandra and I are already gone. That's the plan. What do you think? Well crafted, I have to say. Just sounds like how the Fatui would end it up. Right? The pawns and the Fatui out there collecting intel normally end up like this. We made this plan just because we don't want to be one of them. But why hasn't Alexandra returned by now? Just setting up some lures for the monsters doesn't take that long. Alexandra? Alexandra? Sob. Wait, Paimon heard someone over there. It's the kid. Shoot, Alexandra must be in trouble. Hey, wait, where are you going? Let's follow. Watch them die. What happened? It's the kid or one of the kids or something. Oh no. So many monsters. Oh, why are there monsters showing up at a time like this? Because of the lure.
Everyone hold hands. Illusion shut. Allow me.
The wind knows me.
That was easy. Alexandra. Oh, ooh, man, she's leaning down from. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, Paveras. Whatever. Don't talk. I'll patch you up. I'm sorry. Why are you here, kid? I'm here to pick mushrooms. Alexandra looks so sad these days. So we talked about cooking something great to surprise her. Alexandra once took us here and picked all those delicious mushrooms, and I thought I'd pick some myself. But I got lost in the woods, and before I knew it, I was surrounded by many mushrooms. To save me, Alexandra sob. It's okay, Nika. I'm fine. Looks like there's a change of plan. Alexandra sustained serious injuries, and other Fatui have noticed that we left the town without permission. If I take her back now, we will only get arrested for inspection. And then what do you do now? Just go along with it and see what will happen. I happen to see a group of the Eremites heading this way on my way here. Traveler, you send the kid off the forest to the Eremites. I'll take Alexandra and leave. All right. Remember our plan? Looks like now we have to do it for real. The Eremites must think that two evil Fatui are doing something evil here, and that saving Nika is just a cover-up. If we come under attack by the monsters, well, it serves us right. Alexandra, I will never make any trouble again. Good thing this kid didn't have the mood to listen to what we just said. No need to worry about him. But you are not evil. Trust me, few people believe in the Fatui's heroic sacrifice. The evil Fatui eating their own bitter fruit is much more acceptable. Remember the place where you eavesdropped on Alexandra and me for the first time? Yeah, that was like 2 seconds ago. If we manage to get away, I will leave a letter there. So you knew from the beginning. With only one chance, we have to be careful. We should save Alexandra first. I'm fine, Traveler. I can take it. But if we miss the chance to get out of the Fatui, I'd rather... Alexander, where are you going? Please come back with us. Everyone is looking for you. Listen, Nika. The Traveler will take you back. Ahem. I'm gonna take a rest here. I'll be back if I'm feeling any better. But... when did I ever lie to you? Ahem. Just be a good boy, will you? Whimpering, okay. Traveler, please take good care. Traveler, please take good care of him. I'll be right back. Leave it to me. Thank you, Traveler. All right, cool. Good for you guys. Wow. The village is what? Just around here? Oh, it's Eremite. Hello, Eremites. Hello, B-Rat. Berate, maybe? I didn't know this errand could take that long. How exhausting. Wait, who's there? Nika and Traveler, what are you doing here? Please take care of Nika. Someone's under attack over there. We are running out of time. Please watch Nika for a while. What? What did you mean? Wait a moment. Okay. Check on Alexandra. All right, they're dead. Oh no, guys, they died. That sucks.
Time to go.
Oh, I wanted to pick the rose. Come on. Alexandra should be around here. Where are they? Alexandra, where are you? Stop shouting. You will only attract the monsters. Nika told me the whole story. I'm so surprised that Alexandra and Perez are Fatui members. I thought they were good folks when dealing with them. Oh my gosh, the kid just outed them like that? Alexandra's a good person. Perez is tough, but also a good person. But they are Fatui. Who knows if they are just acting nice, but actually with ulterior motives. Bro, Hiltro don't care. I like how he's just chilling. I mean, I've heard plenty of shady deals with the Fatui. Maybe they were just scheming something and using saving Nika as a cover-up. They are not bad. You don't know about that. It's not like we can find them. One of them is wounded, so according to my experience, the monsters must have, well... Barat, could you keep looking, please? Nika, if I wasn't here alone, I promise I would search the whole forest out. But there's only me here. The monsters are one thing, and what if there's other Fatui here? Anyway, Traveler, I say we go back to the city first. I'll report this to my superior and I'll follow his order. Barat takes Nika and leaves. He would. His response is just as prepared as expected. But did they manage to get away? There's not much we can do now. Let's head back. Preserva said if they managed to leave, they would leave a letter at the place where they were. Let's go take a look if we have time. All right. Guys, I finished it. That's crazy. Let's go have a look. I'm not sure if it would just spawn here randomly, but maybe it will. Oh my gosh.
Shine down.
All right.
Into the wind.
Hold the line.
I hate it when they just stick in there.
There is no escape.
Come on, what are you doing?
Into the wind.
Time to go.
Huh. Guess they're dead, guys. We could probably come here some other time. Anyway, well, we did that. Despite losing her, Shakun still decided to venture into such a dangerous place. Go check out the situation. In the cave? Which cave? Where's the cave? Oh no, look at me catching up on my quest like a chump. If I remember correctly, Courage in the Heart starts over here. In this house over there. So it's the cave back there, probably.
Time to go.
Let me just check. Nope, that's... where is it? It's somewhere around here. See, we found a house. Like a Arnar house. And there were hilichurls outside. You kill them and then Courage in the Heart starts. And there's apparently a cave. I think it's here. First two pages contain very small scribble writings. Oh, I can't believe there is an Nara willing to be Arashakun's friend. What a good Nara. The good Nara didn't mind Arashunka and even taught Arashakun how to write Nara words. Good Nara comforted Arashakun when Arashakun was frightened by a leaf that fell on his head. Good Nara is Arashakun's friend forever. becomes tinier and more flustered. Well, no, our friend was taken by the furry masked demon king. It has such long arms, so scary, but must save Nara. Oh. Furry masked demon has been defeated. Saved Nara friend, and Nara friend gave Arashukun courage. Arashukun is not the same old timid Arashukun anymore. As courage now and bravely found the furry masked monsters. No Nara nearby will ever have to worry about getting bullied by the furry masked monsters again. Shrinks back down to the last page. Oh no, how did this happen? Arashakun's courage is missing. The courage Nara gave to Arashakun, it must have been stolen by the furry masked demon king. Arashakun will be looking for it in the cave to the east. So is there one... So there a cave over here? Yes, it is. What's up, guys? No, I killed them in one move. This is the cave we're supposed to go in. Okay, cool. At least I assume so, because this is east of that area. Help me, please. Can someone out there save Arashakun? How did you hear that? It sounds like someone's calling out for help. Well, let's go help him. Oh, there he is. How do we get up there? That's a very hard place to get to. Defeat the monsters for sieging the Aranare? Okay.
Shine down.
It's just one measly slime, man. Ow. Up. Hello, Arashakun. Are you Arashakun? Arashakun is indeed my name. Eek. Don't come so close so quickly. Arshakun's very grateful to you two for saving me, but I must still request that you keep a certain distance. That will make Arashakun feel a bit more comfortable. What? We just rescued you. I'm sorry. Sorry for my rude request. Sorry for angering you. But I've been trapped here and am still. I haven't settled down yet. Oh, please forgive me. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, thank you. Many Arashakun get your names, May. It's Paimon. I'm Yovei. Go to Nara, Yovei, and Paimon? So, oh, they called her Paimon. That's crazy. So how come you know Arashakun's name? We read the journal in the house. Go to there, Nara, Yovei read the journal and came looking for Arashakun, then rescue trapped Arashakun? Nara is so kind and so powerful. I saw that a long time ago, I'm not gonna lie. If Arashakun hadn't lost courage, Arashakun wouldn't have been so helpless. We read about that in your journal. What did you mean by missing courage, Arashakun? This is a story from a long, long ago. Many moons ago, Arashakun was just like the Arashakun now, without courage. Back then, even the sound of a twig snapping would keep Arashakun up at night. But even timid Arashakun had a Nara friend for a companion. That Nara friend was no mighty Nara Varuna, but was still a very good Nara. He never teased timid Arashakun. When Arashakun felt scared, he would hold Arashakun's hand. You have hands? I mean, I guess, kinda. You have nubs, at least. He was a friend Arashakun would never forget. But one day, that Nara was taken by the furry masked demon king. Wait, what's this furry masked demon king you speak of? Furry masked demon king is a furry demon king wearing a mask. Wow, that's good. Thanks, that really narrows it down. Yeah, sure. That's a very Nara answer. Paimon has no clue what this furry masked demon king could be. But the furry masked demon king captured Arashakun's friend. The furry masked demon king was very cunning. Just thinking about it makes Arashakun shudder. When Nara friend was taken, Arashakun was afraid of getting beat up by the furry masked demon king, but was even more terrified of never seeing Nara friend again. So Arashakun tried very hard, closed eyes, gritted teeth, used hands, and hit, then saved Nara friend. After that, Nara friend used flowers to make a talisman of courage. And to Arashakun is a good Nara with courage, not a timid Nara. So from then on, Arashakun had courage. But wasn't closed eyes, gritting teeth, using hands, and hit very courageous? No, Arashakun only had courage after getting it from Nara. But your act to save your friend was already brave. No. Arashakun was so scared when saving a Nara friend. Arms and legs all shaky, but after getting courage, Arashakun's arms and legs were not weak anymore. The talisman was just a symbol. The courage was in you, and you all along. Narve is making this too complicated. Arashaka can just know that there is courage only when I have the talisman of courage. After courage was stolen, Arashaka came to the cave of the furry masked demon king to search, hoping to find clues for Arashaka to find courage again. But Arashaka ended up getting surrounded by slimes in the cave. There was only one. Fortunately, the furry masked demon king didn't notice. Speaking of which, remember that thing we picked up from the Helitrolls, Yove? Do you think that's the talisman? Arashaka, we might have found the courage you lost. Really? Have you really found Arshakunu's courage? Naryove and Paimon? Yes. Would Naryove mind giving my courage back to me? Oh, yeah, I found this a long time ago. There you go. I could have finished a long time ago. Talk to him. Yes, this is it. This is it. Oh, it's so cute. Look at him wearing it. Ooh. This is the talisman of courage. The flowers faded a bit after being apart from Arashakun for a few days. But it's okay. Arashakun will guard it well from now on. Arashakun is a good Aranar with courage, not a timid Aranara. Thank you so much, Naryove and Paimon. Arashakun, I'm trying to make it way more complicated than it is. Arashakun now has courage back. Nothing can stop me. I beat Furry Masked Demon King once before, and I shall do it again. Well, Arshakun's attitude and tone are completely different now. The Furry Masked Demon King has done a lot of evil things. Please come with me, Naryove and Paimon. With your help, we'll defeat it for sure. Arashakun can feel it. Today will be the day it meets its end. Okay then, Yove, let's go and see what on earth this Furry Masked Demon King is supposed to be. It's further down the cave. It's probably just gonna be like a big Helitroll or something. Or a Metatroll, I think it's called. Metatroll? Who knows? There's a Sealy here that I've never seen. But I have 100% in this map area. Anyways. Come on, Furry Demon King.
There is no escape.
That must be the Furry Masked Demon King. Oh, it was so easy. Paimon had her guesses, but as it turns out, the Furry Masked Demon King was really was a Helitroll all along. A Helitroll? Yes, the Furry Masked Demon King is actually a Helitroll. Are all Hilichoo-choos Furry Masked Demon Kings? No. But that's all you need to know, Arashakun. Okay, Arashakun understands. Yes, with help from Naryove and Paimon, Arashakun will lead the charge and be invincible. Even the devious Furry Masked Demon King will be no match. Arashakun shall embark today with a big entry. A big entry? Yeah, a big entry and big writing. Arashakun with courage and without sure feel like two completely different Aranara. Arashakun with no courage has weak arms and legs, but Arashakun with courage can do all sorts of amazing feats. Courage is not just the best gift from Nara, friend, but also the most important thing to Arashakun. Well, make sure you keep it safe and don't let the Helitroll steal it again. Arashakun understands. Arashakun will never let courage go missing again. So the lion searched for courage. Alright, where do you go, Sealy? I feel like I've never been in this cave before. It's kind of weird.
This might hurt a little.
It's alright. What the heck was that? I know what it was, but like, for a second it looked like it did more damage than it actually did. Oh.
Take them. I have no need.
Illusion shattered.
One with nature.
Yeah, this is a cave I've never been in, actually. That's crazy.
Into the wind.
Everyone hold his.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay, Eremite's Odyssey. I got a cart, guys. That's great. I love those. Okay. All right. This is pretty. I like this area, actually. Oh, well, right when I turn off Nita. The lone mushroom. Okay, you can see the thing next to it is like literally floating. Yeah, okay. That's all it was in here, just like 2 chests and a quest, I guess. Well, I got no backlog quests anymore. There's a few more I can get in Sumeru, but that's about it. I think I did a stream actually a long time ago where I did all of Leeway's, and then I'm not sure if I did a lot of them on stream, but I also finished up Inazuma and Mondstadt a long time ago, at least with these quests on the board, board quests specifically. There's probably a few quests I just have never actually done. There's only 4? But apparently getting this Gourmet Supremos one is impossible. Yeah, but if I still don't have like these 4 and any extra ones that are added in the new desert, the last desert area for Sumeru, I'll wrap that up in like 3.8 or something. 3.7, 3.8. That's usually when I do it. Also, 80% world exploration. Wow, that's crazy. But 32 out of 36, that's crazy. Also, the fact that I have 169 of these. Like, what the heck, bro? Anyways, what was I thinking? Well, I know I'm ending the stream now. I know that much. Oh, I was like, oh, what's your J? It's the story quest. Next time I stream Genshin Impact, we will be doing Dea's story quest, and the next stream after that, we're going to be doing Farazan's Hangout. That's our next 2 Genshin streams, and I'm not sure when that'll happen. My next stream will probably be Dark Souls. I wanted to stream it yesterday, but I had too many computer issues, unfortunately, yesterday. And so I'll probably do... It's either that, or I'm going to be grinding the bosses I was stuck on last time, because doing multiple streams on the same bosses might not be entertaining. I mean, especially the fact that I would feel like I'd have to be talking at all times. Anyway... I always stop at the spot here. Oh, the achievement. That's what I was mainly going to do. Find Arashakun's lost courage. Yo, 5 Primo Gems, guys. How many wishes do I got right now? Let's see. 6,200. I have the 26 from events. So, but like 26 plus 38. That's like over 50. No. Yeah, it's like almost 70, I think, actually. Well, I hope I don't get the 5-star that I go for. Oh, let me get this. Oh, did I just do that? Am I a freaking whale? No, I'm kidding. I have so much extra of this stuff to get these every month. It's all right. From a specific roll session that might have involved money, we don't talk about it, except for you can check out my Nahida rolling video on Yove, my YouTube channel. So we do talk about it, actually. Anyways, I will see all you guys next time. Wait, actually, I gotta wait a minute. I'll close out and then talk the last few minutes. So we gotta wait literally a minute because then it's gonna hit exactly 3 hours for my stream. 6 subscribers. So shout out to me having 6 subs right now because my friend Elite did a sub a few weeks ago and then he gifted 2. Pogger situation over there. I'll go into your stream and gift you subs to give you money back. Also, I lost a follower, guys. Let's go. I don't know why I'm pointing it out. Lol. Okay, in the past like 6 months, I have lost 3 followers and I've gained 1. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's all right. What am I gonna do? Cry about it? I'll just make YouTube videos or something. In fact, one of my YouTube channel I've been working on is about to surpass the amount of followers I have on Twitch here anyway. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.